Please start the recording. Haley, is that in place?
Cecil has the report.
We're going to pause for a second until we can get the recording started.
And it looks like it is on my side.
Thank you. All right, the recording started. Good morning, I'm Stephen Datz, Chair of the Awards Committee. I'd like to call the September 22nd, 2022 Awards meeting to order. We have a physical quorum represented by Joe Orfano, Laura Shepis, and myself. We also have Todd Skinner representing Ricky Erickson and Sean Connor representing Haivu that are joining us online. The Office of General Counsel is represented by Rebecca Levy. Budget is represented by Stephanie Neely. And before we begin reviewing today's agenda, I'll note that there isn't anyone physically present for public comment. Haley, did you receive any public comment via email?
No comment.
Thank you. Let the record show we did not receive any public comment. I'll pause for a moment to allow callers joining us online to unmute and speak up. Hearing no comments, we'll proceed with today's regular agenda. We have items 1 through 6 that have been reviewed by Procurement and Budget. These items are now ready to be reviewed by the Awards Committee. Beginning with item 1, representing the minutes from September 15th, 2022 Awards Committee meeting. Are there any comments or corrections to be discussed? All right, hearing none, may I get a motion to approve award item 1?
Joe Orfano, so moved.
And a second?
So moved.
Thank you. We have a motion from Joe Orfano, a second from Laura Shepis. All those in favor say aye.
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 All those opposed? Minutes are approved as presented. I'll pass it over to Jenny McCollum, our Chief Procurement Officer, to present each of the remaining items before I ask for a motion, beginning with item 2.
Thank you through the chair. Award number 2 is an invitation for bid. This is for our fleet services, vehicle and equipment rentals. There are 150 items included on the solicitation and quite a few awardees. I'll read through them with their amounts. We've got Beard Equipment Co. with the recommended amount of $26,426.71. We've got Global Rental Company and the amount of $179,008.05. Ring Power Corporation and the amount of $368,369.14. Sunbelt Rentals Inc. in the amount of $177,436.79. And then lastly, United Reynolds, we've got $289.65 or $289,065.11. That's a lot of dollars, Joe. I do not envy you for having to do that every day. We have 3 years with 2 one-year optional renewals on this. We received 5 responses. 5 responses are going to be getting some sort of an award to ensure availability of the rental items needed. The basis of solicitation and award was to award each to the lowest cost respondent and then as well identify a secondary price and supplier as a backup. We have 5 different groups that we have put equipment and vehicles into. We've got transportation equipment has 17 items, utility equipment has 44 items, material handling equipment is 22 items, construction equipment and off-road equipment 26, and then kind of an all-inclusive other equipment bucket of 41. Out of the 150 items, looks like we had a no quote of 26, about 26 items. Let's see, we are looking to mirror JEA's current fleet and establish pricing for each item. So this will only be used if needed. When we were putting together the budget estimate, fleet was looking at historical spend as of March 2022. It was with an anticipated 20% increase in the rates. At that time, the average annual spend was about $271,000. The current average annual spend since March has been increased to $288,000. So after applying the anticipated 20% increase, this creates our 3-year budget. So we are doing this more based off of budget. These are items that are only needed, if our equipment is not usable, or maybe we have delays in getting equipment in with procurements, et cetera. So this is more of an emergency type use. Any questions or comments? All right, I'll pass it back to the chair for a vote.
Thank you, Jenny. May I get a motion to approve award item 2?
Skinner, so moved.
And a second?
Sean Connor, second.
We have a motion from Todd Skinner, a second from Sean Connor. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? The motion is adopted. I'll pass it back over to Jenny to present award item 3.
Thank you. Award number 3 is a contract increase. This is for construction services for underground water, wastewater, and reuse grid repair and installation services. We have 2 recommended awardees, Callaway Contracting, Inc., in the amount of $6,300,000, and then Petticoat Schmidt Civil Contractors, Inc., in the amount of $1 million. The proposed increase are forecast to fund the contract through the end of the contract term, which is December 2024. The contracts have been very helpful in allowing JEA to quickly mobilize a contractor. The task orders issued under the contract tend to be more reactive in nature, not necessarily emergency work, but unplanned work that results from deterioration of an existing asset. During the first year of the contract, Callaway and Petticoat Schmidt have received more task orders because they have more crew availability than J.B. Coxwell and TB Landmark. So there's 4 contractors doing this work for us, but these 2 have had more availability, so we have run down their contract caps faster. These projects that they do typically are repairing leaking water and force mains, over the rivers, abandoning unmarked sewers discovered during FDOT projects, replacing failing and deep manholes at pump stations, etc. The amount requested for Callaway is high. We are restoring their contract authorization back to the original budget, but also we're adding $3.8 million for a specific task order response at a 20-foot deep, 10-foot wide cave-in on a 48-inch diameter trunk main at Hendricks Avenue. The change order will utilize the current contract unit pricing, and our unit prices are fixed for the first 3 years. Any questions or comments? All right, I'll pass it back to the chair for a vote.
Thank you. May I get a motion to approve award item 3?
Joe Orfano, so moved.
And a second?
Second.
Thank you. We have a motion from Joe Orfano, a second from Laura Shepis. All those in favor say aye.
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 All those opposed? Motion is adopted. I'll pass it back over to Jenny to present award item 4.
Thank you. Through the chair, award number 4 is a change order. This is for the Spring Park Road Pump Station Rehab and Upgrade Project. Williams Industrial Services, LLC is our vendor and our contract working on this project. The change order amount is $630,459.75. We expect this project to be completed April of 2023. And the change order is due to the original bypass design was determined to be inadequate and did not meet the new standards that were developed after the Holiday Road Pump Station sanitary sewer overflow. So JEA worked with the engineer, and we accepted the design, and the project team has been able to work with the contractor to complete all work available without the bypass in place to minimize delays while the new system could be designed. So we've gotten through that. The additional redundancy and specifications of the new system will end up costing more than what was originally bid, and JEA has worked out the agreeable change order with the contractor for this scope, which is what you guys are approving today. Any questions, comments? All right, I'll pass it back to the chair for a vote.
Thank you. May I get a motion to approve award item 4?
So moved.
And a second?
Second.
We have a motion from Laura Shepis, a second from Joe Arpano. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion is adopted. I'll pass it back to Jenny to present award item 5.
Thank you. Through the chair, award number 5 is a request for proposal. This is construction management at risk services for the SIPS, which is our South Side integrated piping system. And this is Greenland, 30-inch water main, Davis 30-inch reclaimed water main, and Burnt Mills 24 force main projects. So there's 3 different projects combined into this one CMAR contract. Garney Companies, Inc. is our recommended awardee, and this initial amount is $625,057. We think we should have completion November of 2025. We went to bid. We only received 2 proposals. We had 4 attend the mandatory pre-proposal meeting, and the 2 firms that did not submit a proposal stated the lack of project manpower as the reason for not bidding. So this award request is for phase 1, which is just our pre-construction work for the Greenland SIPS projects. As the design, like any other CMAR, contract, as the design progresses, contract increases will be brought before the awards committee for early material purchases and then a final GMP. As a note, the current construction budget for these projects is about $66 million. Any questions, comments? Okay, I'll pass it back to the chair for a vote.
Thank you. May I get a motion to approve award item 5?
So moved.
Second?
Sean Connor, second.
We have a motion from Laura Shepis, a second from Sean Connor. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion is adopted. I'll pass it over to Jenny to present our final award item for today.
Thank you. Through the chair, award number 6 is a change order. This is for a Power Clerk cloud software program support and training, which enables electric utilities to leverage a proven safe and secure distributed energy resource workflow and automation service that is easy to configure and deliver integrations and workflow transparency. Clean Power Research is our recommended awardee, and this change order amount is $307 or $307,190. Having a hard time with those numbers today. A single source informal award was made for a 5-year agreement through September of 2026. And that was just with a starter package. So due diligence, when we were going through that single source, we were also doing due diligence with 2 other additional vendors, which were verified to not meet JEA's requirements. So we moved forward with that initial starter package. So for this request, the additional funds in the amount of about $300,000 is for additional services required in FY22 due to higher than expected usage. And then we also want to move from the starter to the growth package for the remainder of the contract to cost effectively leverage the solution across JEA. The true up for this first year, or the year one, FY22, is due to the number of JEA customers interconnecting solar and battery exceeding expectations, which, from originally noted below. We've got in FY22, there's been more than double the number of applications that we received in FY21. So that's a good thing. The other JEA departments may be able to leverage the platform for these other enterprise needs, such as commercial electric development intake and plan review and environmental IPT process. Moving forward with the cost-effective solution to upgrade the package is a minor fixed cost increase of about $17K annually. And to scale up the license, we'll be able to have users, about 9 users across JEA. To date, Power Clerk has resulted in a reduction of 1 FTE needed to process the solar battery interconnection application. Customer service levels have also substantially increased. If the solution is leveraged across JEA to the other business units, a similar benefit in existing FTE effort redirection or reduction or avoided new FTE allocations in addition to potential increased customer service levels could be realized. So I'm going to pause there, ask the committee if you guys have any questions or comments. All right, seeing none, I'll pass it back to the chair for a vote.
Thank you. May I get a motion to approve award item 6?
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion from Laura Shepis, a second from Joe Orfano. All those in favor say aye.
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 All those opposed? The motion is adopted. The entire agenda representing items 1 through 6 is approved for September 22nd, 2022. Is there any other business to come before the awards committee at this time? Seeing none, we're adjourned.
I want to say one thing real quick. So this could be Haley's last awards committee for a little while. She is due to have her baby at the end of this month. So just want to wish her well. She's a huge asset. So we will miss her for the 12 weeks that she will be out. And then she is moving into the buyer position in the same category that she's in. So I just wanted to congratulate her for that.
Yeah.
Lots of good stuff happening for Haley.
Congratulations.
A double congratulations. Right?
That's right. A lot going on.
Yes.
All right. Thank you very much. We're adjourned.
Thanks.